Life is a series of choices, and those choices become the architect of our life's experiences. In 1992, when most 14-year-olds should be playing baseball, riding bikes, or maybe even going to that dance for the first time with a girl, our friend Tim Kaine made a choice that would affect the rest of his life. He ended up with 2 life sentences in the Florida Department of Corrections. Every one of us has this basic need to be accepted, to fit in, to feel loved. Well, for Tim, that ultimately came true, but through a very unlikely path.
From all accounts, he was an all-American boy. Timmy had brains, parents who taught him the difference between right and wrong. Timmy Kaine could have been anybody's son.
It's 1998, and Dateline NBC did a story on Timothy. When the episode aired, Ron Miller was watching in Nashville and was so moved by Timothy's story.
Now, when I look back on it, that the first choice that I really had, I blew it.
The most important choice.
Timmy Kaine was convicted of first-degree murder. Despite never touching the victims, Timmy was held responsible under Florida's felony murder rule. And although he was a juvenile, he was treated as an adult.
It just makes me definitely think about every situation and every circumstance and every decision that I have to make from here on out. This might have made me a better person.
Sounds strange, doesn't it? For all this to happen to make you a better person.
I hope it's something to make someone else better, too.
So as soon as the program ended, Ron decided to write Timothy a letter. This led to a meeting with him at the Florida institution where he continues to be incarcerated. Because of this friendship, John Starnes and Ron Miller decided to start a non-traditional, innovative outreach to both inmates and staff. This is called Timothy's Gift. It started out going in with workshops like Walk Through the Bible and the People Puzzle. Then during Christmas of 2012, we expanded to also bring in music and art. Now, inspired speakers, artists, musicians, and singers have made the trip from Nashville to Florida to share the message with some that are known as the least of these. We tell them that they are not forgotten, that they still have great worth, and that they are loved by God and by us. This is called the Hope Tour.
All your time waiting for that second chance, for a break that would make it okay.
We could not do what we do and carry out our mission of public safety without our volunteers. And programs such as Timothy's Gift that come several times a year to our facilities, and I just can't tell you how much appreciative of the department is for that and what a difference that makes in our facilities.
In the arms of the angel, fly away from here.
We're change agents here that I feel like God has put us in places for a purpose and a reason, and it's just wonderful to see what God is doing to change and impact the Department of Corrections.
As I looked around, I saw so many smiles from men that are incarcerated, some of them for very short term, some of them for several life sentences. And I saw a sense of hope that only these type programs can bring.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see.
For the short timers, I think it encourages them that they can go back out into the world and they can be that better dad, that better husband, that better citizen.
Stand by me, stand by me.
I've never seen the participation like I did today, and that's actually when I just became emotional. You had inmates coming up there to take communion, you had officers in line with them. That was just a very huge, I think, step in the right direction to realize, you know, we're all people and it's about doing the right thing for the right reason. For them to be able to be exposed to these kind of programs and to be able to participate like they did today, not because they had to, but because they wanted to, is big.
And what do you say when your friends turn away and you're all alone, all alone? Tell me, what do you get when you give in your all? Seems like you can't begin through. Well, you just stand when there's nothing left to do. You just stand.
What they want to see is that you're looking to them and looking in them as a person of value. Just to watch and be here is like God's greatest blessing.
This is a first for me to see staff actually participate in a service in such a manner as taking communion with us, singing with us, laughing, crying.
We lift our hands in the sanctuary. We lift our hands to give you the glory. We lift our hands to give you the praise. And we will praise you for the rest of our days. Yes, we will praise you for the rest of our days.
When God puts people together for the right reasons and great things come of it and He's glorified, it's like nothing else. And I've never experienced anything like that. So I was completely blown away.
All of us want hope, but there's something else. We have to have a sense of purpose.
I'm Robert Reeves. I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. You always hear about the negativity. You always hear about the people going out and then doing something and coming back in, but you never hear about the success stories. You never hear about the people going out and doing good. A lot of these guys I know, I could see them. I could see the changes in them. I can see them as I walk in. They act, you know, like hardened criminals, and nothing's going to bother them. But by the time they get halfway into it, you can see those barriers. You can see all the walls that has been built starting to come down.
But I've watched you suffer for all of your life, and now that you'll listen, I'll tell you that I love you for you, not for what you have done or what you will become.
And by the end, it's nothing to see tears coming out of almost everyone in their eyes. Timothy's gift has a great impact, and I think the more people that see it, the more people will understand it.
I would have no greater joy than going prison to prison after getting out of prison, serving more than half of my life in it. I think that would be the greatest overcoming of my life. Knowing as much as I at times despise this place and how much I love the people that love conquers all, that would not be a barrier, that I would definitely want to come back.
What I experienced today is what this system, this Department of Corrections needs. If you transform a man from the inside out, then you've changed him eternally, and you've made him a better man and a better person. That's what I see in Tim Kaine. I see a better man, a better person, a man who's been transformed by a power outside of himself that transcends all we could even ask or think. So Ron, you bring that to us. Couldn't thank you enough, couldn't put a price on it. It's invaluable. If I could speak to your donors, I wish they could come and just experience what we experienced this afternoon. Come and see it firsthand. They won't go away the same. They'll be changed people, and you can't put a price on changing a man's life.
We just got out of the 4th prison on this specific Hope tour, and this last prison was probably the best one that we've been in. There was so much energy in this last room. They were really excited for us to be here. We had probably about 250 inmates in this last one. We're reminding these men that they are of great worth and that they are loved in God's eyes and in our eyes as well. And so then they walk out of this place smiling. And then what we've seen is after we've left and come back, that the actual culture within the prison is still changing months after we've left, because people are starting to treat each other with worth and with dignity. And that's really the heart of this ministry.
I wish we could clone you. I wish we had more of these programs, to be honest with you, especially those with the passion that Timothy's Gifts group shows, that passion that they show, that willingness to get out and really not just talk the talk, but walk the walk.
I feel lifted, feel hope, and it just fills you up, and it allows you to get through that day so much easier.
It don't matter how many people are in the room, it feels like they direct their stuff to you. It gives you back your identity. You're not just a number. You're not just a statistic in a book. You're somebody again.
For the summer 2013 tour, Timothy's Gift was given unprecedented permission to capture footage from within the walls of the correctional institutions. This is evidence that the Florida Department of Corrections is experiencing a shift in prison culture. And this was the hope of Timothy's Gift, that we could be a small part to be able to partner with the staff and the DOC in bringing about change behind those bars, so that we could bring love in and then let light shine from inside those gates. A shift that was made possible when a 14-year-old more than 2 decades ago decided that his life would not be defined by a bad choice. Your generous partnership and donation facilitates this mission and helps to plant seeds of change. Together, our choices are now restoring hope to the minds and hearts of America's inmates and prison staff as we try to shed light in the darkest of places. This is what love does.